Hello, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video and being with me here in this moment. My name is Katie if you are new here, but if you are already subscribed to my channel, I just want to say how much I truly do appreciate you. And if you do end up liking today's video and you are not subscribed yet, please be sure to hit that little subscribe button down below before you check out of this video. And I'm giving you another get ready with me in today's video, which is a similar style I did in one of my last videos. If you watched that one, I did a get ready with me for my friend's wedding. So I showed you everything from the hair, the makeup, and the outfit. So that's the vibes for today as well. And today is Sunday, it is Easter, so happy Easter, by the way, even though I know you'll probably be seeing this about a week after Easter. But regardless, I wanted to give you some spring energy in this video because I am so excited that we are moving towards the the warmer months. Thank God we're over winter. And I am a sun baby, I'm a Cancer sign, so I just thrive being outside and basking in the sun. But nonetheless, if you want to see how I achieved this more natural everyday makeup look, this hair, and my cute little outfit I decided to go with, then let's get into it. It is so gloomy here today. My background I feel like looks so dark, but this is just the lighting we're gonna have to deal with today, so hopefully it's not too terrible. I feel very fortunate my skin has been doing so well lately because that has definitely not been the case most of my life. But if I have any blemishes I need to cover up, like this little guy right here, I will go in with my Merit Perfecting Complexion Stick, and this is in the shade Bisque, which is actually too light for me, but I need to get a new shade soon. And I just put this directly on my skin. I feel this has a bit more of a thicker consistency, so I feel like it's perfect for covering up little spots. And I took this down the center of my nose because it kind of helps start the contour process of the nose, which is my favorite part of my makeup routine. I love a good nose contour. And to blend that out and set it in place a bit more, I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape pressed powder. I've had this for so long. I love it so much. It's easily one of my favorite products in my makeup routine. And I will be using this brush here from Real Techniques, and this is called the Base Shadow Brush. And I kind of just like to push that product into the skin, and then I feather it out in the surrounding area so it doesn't look like I put product in just one spot, especially because the shade is much lighter on me right now. It's not bad though, I definitely can still get it to work. I got a feeling we might be turning this little guy into a beauty mark in just a little bit. But I just love how easy this is to really blend into my skin. And then I'm also blending that out with the powder on my nose too, because I'm an oily girl, so it is not a problem for powder to be anywhere on my skin. And I love how this looks like we really didn't even put any product on my face at all yet. Now we're gonna bronze and contour and bring some color back into my skin. So I'm going in with that same Merit product, but in a much darker shade. This is in Cacao. For my nose, I like to use this finer skinny brush and take some of the product on there and dragging that down and pretty much creating a shadow under the whole nose. And then I'll go in a half moon shape on the top of my nose to essentially create more of a ball shape at the end of my nose to accentuate the tip a little bit more. And then I just do straight lines along the bridge of my nose, and then I feather that product into the front of my brow. This just helps to create more of a seamless blend so we don't have just a stark shadow on the nose only. And I do my best to keep these lines pretty close together because definitely want my nose looking more snatched. And I kind of like that to sit on my nose a little bit while I contour my cheekbones up here, and then also a little bit on my eyelid on the outer corner. This is the product placement that I like to do on my face shape. And I like to go ahead and blend all that out using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And I really like to push this product into the skin, and I kind of flick up a little bit too because I don't want to be bringing anything down on the face here. I want to keep everything looking nice and lifted. And then I will bring a little bit of that excess product onto the apples of my cheeks here. I really like how this shade creates such a nice shadow on the eyelid. And I'll kind of pull it out on the side here, and then also drag it in just a little bit. And same for the nose, I just push that product into the skin and then kind of pushing also at the front of my brows. And sometimes I'll go in with just a little bit more product that's left over on this brush because sometimes I blend it out a little bit too much because I love a good stronger nose contour. Now for blush, I'm going in with another favorite Merit product of mine, and this is in shade Raspberry Beret. I've always preferred a darker blush shade on my skin tone, something with some plum undertones, so this is my go-to. And I really like this brush for blush from Morphe. It is the M427. So I will just give it a good old swirl in the product. I like to start by placing it back here, pretty much where we applied that contour. And then I can kind of bring it in a little bit further on my cheek here. And I like a lot of blush, so obviously tone it down to your liking, but then I will drag it into the eye. This just kind of marries all those tones together nicely. With every Merit product I've used, the formula has just been so good. And I have oily skin and I feel like it just stays there all day and sits really nicely. When I want more of a natural makeup look, I can always count on the Merit products, which then leads me to another favorite Merit product of mine. This highlight balm is so good. It's the only one I've used for what feels like forever now. It definitely looks like it gives you a glow from within, which is what I love about it so much because that formulation is just so dreamy. And I hate when a highlight looks like it's just sitting on your skin or if it has any sparkle to it. It just doesn't look as natural in my opinion. And when I'm going for a natural makeup look, I want it to look like the natural glow. So we got the Merit highlighting balm in shade Kava, not sure which one it is. This shade looks nice when I'm a bit more fair, but also when I have a nice tan going on, which I much prefer on me, it still looks really nice. And the brush I like to use looks like a Morphe brush, but I'm not sure because the writing got rubbed off. But I just like to dip my brush in there and apply it to the tops of my cheekbones. And I'll take a little bit on the top of my eyebrow here and kind of connect it in a C shape. Also a little bit on the chin here, a little bit on the center of the forehead. And then I like to put a little bit of that excess on the center of my eyelid. In the summer when I don't really want to be wearing any makeup at all because it's so hot, I can always count on this product, a good lip, and then my brows, and I feel like I can get by with just that. Going in with this skinny angled brush by Morphe, it is the M165. I'm going to dip into a darker brown tone like this. You can use any brown shade that you prefer, and I'm going to make a little wing, but this brush really does the work for you. And it can be a little bit messy because I go ahead and blend it out a little bit anyway, but any leftover product on this brush, I will kind of drag it on my under eye a little bit to kind of connect that outer wing. So I don't want a lot of product, just a little something to help define my eye a little more. To blend that out, I'll be using the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, and this is one of my favorite brushes I've ever had. And I didn't add any product to this brush at all. I'm just gonna be blending that wing out. And I also hold it down at the end here, so I'm hardly applying any pressure because we don't want to blend it all the way out, just enough so it's really subtle. And then also running it under my eye. And I don't know why I forgot to do this step, but when I'm doing my blush, I also like to put some on the top of my nose here, just so we have more of a sun-kissed vibe going on. Because even though I might not be tan, I want to at least try to make it look like I am. To make some cutesy little freckles on my face, I go in with the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in shade Club Hopper. This is one of my favorites for even adding little beauty marks, but it just is a really natural color for freckles, I feel like. This is just so easy to dot on the skin and then blend it out with a larger brush. And I do my best to keep it pretty random because you don't want any of the freckles looking uniform, because obviously we want to make it look like these are our natural freckles. And then we're going to turn this into a beauty mark too, because I did pop her earlier, so she's still a little bit raised, so kind of makes the perfect beauty mark. And then I'm going to darken this one over here that I already have. And if I made it a little bit too dark, I'll just go in with that same brush I used earlier with the Tarte Shape Tape product on there. And I won't add any product on this because it kind of has some excess on there. And I will just push it into the skin a little bit. And to blend out my freckles, I'll be going in with this big old fluffy brush I picked up at Target. It's just a powder brush. I don't ever put any product on here. I just use this for blending things out and kind of marrying the tones together, kind of how you would use a beauty blender, but I don't personally like beauty blenders for me. So this brush is kind of my beauty blender. And I will just push the freckles into the skin, dipping back into my Tarte pressed powder and that same brush I used. We're gonna clean up the nose contour a little bit, set things in place, and help it look a bit more defined. And starting at the inner corner of my eye here, I will push some of that product into the skin and drag it down the entire side of my nose. And then I will feather that out a little bit to my under eye. I find this helps to enhance where we put that cream bronzer product earlier. And because I am oily, it helps to mattify this area a little bit, because I definitely don't want a lot of shine going on in the center of my face. I want it more in this region. And I kind of like to start at the inner corner of my eye because it also helps brighten up that too. And just using my finger, I will add some of that highlight again to the tip of my nose. I love a strong nose highlight because it helps make your nose look more lifted. And speaking of lifted, we need to do the brows now. So I'll be going in with my e.l.f. brow lift, and I'll just take a little spoolie, dip it into the jar here, and I will run that through my brows, making sure the hairs are going up more, especially on the tail end here. I don't want to drag them down at all. I want to make them go out a bit more. I find this also helps with keeping the eye look nice and lifted and not dragging it down. And then at the front of my brow, I like it to be pretty straight up because I like the look of a bushy brow. It makes my eyebrow just look bigger. Look at that difference on the eyebrows here. This product from e.l.f. is so affordable, and I really like it because it makes my brows stay in place like this all day. And I really wasn't wearing mascara with my more natural makeup looks for the longest time, but then I kind of fell in love with this mascara from Maybelline. This is their Sky High mascara, and I got it in the shade True Brown, so it was a bit more subtle versus a black mascara, which can be a little bit more intense. So for a more natural makeup look, I think the brown mascara is the way to go. If you like the formulation of the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, I feel like it's very similar to that, and you would probably like this product as well. And I never like how my makeup looks until I have finally added my lip liner. So I'm going in with my favorite lip liner ever. If you watch any of my other videos, you know what lip liner I'm talking about because I use it all of the time. It is my go-to color. I like it when I'm more fair skinned, and I like it when I'm tan. I feel like it's just a very good natural go-to. So this is the NYX lip pencil in shade Nude Beige. Obviously NYX lip liners are affordable, but also the formulation is just so good. And I personally would say they're pretty long lasting because I feel like I can get this to stay on me pretty much all day. And of course, we like to overline our lips over here. And to finish off the lips, I'm gonna go in with another favorite Merit product of mine. This is their tinted lip oil, and I have the shade Bel Air. It was more of like a clear color, but definitely doesn't look like that anymore because I have used the hell out of this, and it kind of has changed to my lip liner colors. I never really was a big lip gloss girl, but this product definitely converted me. It feels nice and hydrating on the lips, and something about a clear gloss just will always look good. This is the finished makeup look, and now we need to move on to hair and deciding which outfit I want to wear today. So this dress could obviously be a solid option. It is the perfect blue spring color, and I haven't even worn this yet. I think I got it like a year ago. It still has the tag on it from TJ Maxx, but I don't know, I just never really had the opportunity to wear her yet, but she is so precious. And I love the frilly little sleeves on this, but the length is so good. It also has some frillies at the bottom here and a cute little design going across. So this is just one of those ideal spring dresses. But then I have these gorgeous pants that I showed in one of my last thrift try-on hauls, so you would have already seen these if you watched that video. I feel like these are the definition of a spring in a pant, and I don't know how well it's pulling up on the camera, but they are in a nice light green color. So that's what kind of made me think it could pair nicely with this green cardigan sweater, which I also showed in a thrift try-on haul. So this is another one you would have seen. I kind of like mixing similar tones like this together to create more of that monochromatic feel, but you cannot go wrong with a classic cardigan like this for the springtime, because it's still a little bit chilly, especially here in Missouri. So these are kind of a staple to have in the springtime. But I also have these blue and white gingham print pants from Princess Polly. I've worn these for Easter, I think, the past few years, which these are so good. These are so spring and Easter to me. Gingham for the springtime is just so cutesy, and they just fit really good. They're a good go-to. I know I can count on them, but I feel like I need to switch it up this year. These colors together kind of give a fresh feeling, so it could be kind of cute to do the blue and the green. So I do kind of like this as an option together, where I just have the cardigan buttoned in the center here, so it's a little bit more flowy here because these are high-waisted, so I don't feel like I'm showing that much. And then I went and put on my favorite necklace I've ever had. It's from TJ Maxx, the beautiful charms in the gold. And then I put on some of my gold rings to match. And I've really been loving the bigger skinny hoops again. I kind of forgot about them, but they are really nice with a lot of different outfits when you're dressing up or even wearing it more casual. And I kind of wanted to wear my brown cowboy boots today. I've had these for so long, so they're in a bit of a rough shape here, but I cannot let these go. I love them so much. They're so comfortable and they're just formed to my feet really well. But for this particular outfit, I feel like this kind of heel would look the best. These are some of my favorite heels I've ever gotten from 𝙇𝙄𝙉𝙆𝙎 in this crochet print. And because it's in that nice neutral cream color, it pairs with a lot of different spring outfits like this. So this is just a good spring outfit in general, but I don't know if I'm gonna wear it for today because, like I said, every Easter I've pretty much worn these pants. But as you can see why, they're so cute. I love this pattern. So this one isn't particularly doing it for me like I thought it would, but I've been really wanting to wear these pants because I haven't gotten to wear them yet. They're very much giving vintage grandma, which, if you know anything about me, that's kind of who I am at my core. I do like these colors together, but I'm thinking I might need to have a shirt on under here and maybe wear the cardigan open more. So I'm thinking it looks way better with just a plain white tank underneath that I just tucked into the pants. I also thrifted this from Goodwill. Everyone needs a good basic white tank top of all different kinds, one that are a little bit thicker straps, one that are skinnier, some that are longer, some that are more cropped. You get the idea, but you can always find these at Goodwill. And I'm really liking how this green color looks with all of my gold jewelry, but I think the feng shui of this is a little bit better with the cardigan open because the pants are so high-waisted. And I think this outfit also would pair really nicely with this heel. So once I have my hair up and everything, I definitely think I will like this outfit more because my hair is just making me not like anything right now. I think it's gonna be around 65 degrees today, which is pretty nice, but I'm always cold, so that's still kind of cold to me because anything under about 75, I'm still a little bit chilly. So for a jacket, maybe I was thinking I could do this classic denim one here that I showed in another thrift try-on haul on my channel. This is the Cherokee brand in a size extra large, and I feel like for spring, everyone needs to have a classic denim jacket that fits them so good, and a denim jacket just pairs with a lot of different outfits. It's pretty much a basic, especially in the springtime. Obviously, you can wear these anytime throughout the year, but I feel like especially in the spring, a denim jacket looks good with even a dress or just some pants and a simple top. And these two longer cardigans I also thrifted, which I showed in a try-on haul. And these are a little bit extra for this time of year, but they are so nice and cozy and comfy, and it's still a little bit chilly for me. So I can get by with something like this for this time of year, even though these are kind of a little bit more fall feeling. I feel like paired even with that blue dress, one of these could be really cute. Or even wearing this blue dress with this green cardigan kind of open over the top kind of gives it a cozy country cottage feel maybe. And then we have the gorgeous blue flowy dress. I love the fit of this and the fact that I haven't been able to wear this yet. Maybe today is the day I finally need to. And I do like it with the green cardigan, but then unfortunately I can't show off the sleeves, which is one of my favorite parts of the dress, is these little frillies right here. And now this would be so perfect paired with my cowboy boots. I'd say with these boots on, it gives it more of a girl on the prairie energy, but I'm not mad about that at all. I feel like that's so cute to play into that for the springtime. So because I'm throwing my hair up, I'm gonna use a claw clip. So I'm deciding between these as an option. This is a lighter yellow one, which could be cute to tie in all the different spring colors. Same with this pink one here. But then we have a classic white one. And then I really love this one with the pearls on it and the gold detailing. This one I got from Target, I think in the summertime last year. And then I have this plain brown one, which could be nice because I'm gonna wear my brown cowboy boots. And I just get these ones from Walmart. And I think these three are also ones I picked up at Target. And I'm working with dirty hair today. I really actually needed to wash it, but I just was not feeling it. Last night I was so tired, so we're actually gonna fix that by applying my clip-in bangs here. And she looks a little scary right now, but I promise she is really cute and a good way to have bangs without making the commitment, obviously, because I have thin hair, so I feel like if I cut bangs on myself, they would just not be cute. So this is a nice alternative for me when I'm just feeling like bangs, but also when my hair is dirty. This comes in handy, let me tell you. And it is a little bit blonde for me right now, but I feel like I can still kind of make it work. But I do feel like I should dye this and maybe even just root it a little bit darker. And this is real human hair, so you can do whatever you need to do to it style wise. You can apply whatever heat to it, wash it, all the things. It has 3 wefts on the underside here that you can easily just push into your hairline right here and snap it in, and she is not gonna go anywhere. So I just went and did my hair really quick. Then I was remembering that I had the denim jacket, which also could be so cute with this. But do I want to wear all blue? I kind of liked how the green cardigan just gave off more spring energy, but this is like a good go-to classic. Not a bad option either. This is definitely the final contender because I just like how this cardigan feels more with this dress. Also, how are we feeling about the bang? I think it kind of looks good. It gives a two-tone vibe almost, which is kind of how I styled my hair back in the day. I used to do dark brown on the under half of my hair, and then I would do a lot of blonde on the top. That was so popular back in the day. And I kind of like how that is looking right now because this is so much blonder than my roots right now. But for a fake bang, I do think she looks pretty cute. And then I went with the brown claw clip. Now that my hair is looking cute, I really feel like this outfit came together quite nicely, and with the cowboy boots is just my favorite. Like I said, I was really wanting to wear these today. And yeah, I just love everything this outfit is giving me. And if you want to try out these Zooey bangs from INH Hair, I do have a discount code if you want to save yourself some money. Usually they have a lot of other sales going on as well that might even be able to save you even more money. So just be on the lookout for that if you're wanting a cute clip-in bang or any of their other hair accessories, their clip-in ponies, their extensions. I've tried a lot of them and they are so good. I wear them quite often. From what I remember, I'm pretty sure they have quite a few different shades in the clip-in bangs, and I think I got this one in Champagne Blonde, which is a pretty blonde shade. Usually I'm more of the sandy blonde shade from INH Hair, or the latte one, which has some brown undertones in it. That one I feel like really matches my hair color right now. So I probably should root these even more so I have more of a seamless blend and it's not so blonde in the front, but I still feel like I can kind of get away with it right now. And if you did like today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you're not already. And again, if you are already subscribed, I just want to say how much I truly do appreciate you. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know if I chose the right outfit, or would you have picked maybe another one. But I love you so, so much, and I will see you in my next video. Me and Mom got on our cute matching charm necklaces from TJ Maxx. These are the best ones of the charms anyways. One thing about my mother is she loves a popped collar. Here's the cute look at my mom's outfit. It's kind of like a paisley print, yeah?
Kind of, yeah.
Like a little 70s, little 70s vibe.
Easter colors.
Yeah, and with her cute flowy pants. I mean, a girl just really wanted an excuse to wear her cute cowboy boots.
Another woman that can take your spotlight.